Good morning, everyone. Today I'm doing another of the collection obsession because you know I'm behind. So I've got these pictures of Alex and Aiden and Tegan. I almost started putting their names together. And the twins were actually sitting up here on this ledge, and I think they even said, "Take a picture of me," if I remember correctly. And this is at my oldest daughter's house, and she's got an older home. And both me and her like older houses. And then anyhow, the twins' mom, well, the twins, their mom and dad, they were visiting from Washington. And anyhow, the twins were sitting up there, and then Tegan, my oldest daughter's youngest daughter, she came into the room and surprised Aiden, which I just love this picture where he's like looking at her, and then he's leaning over so that she can get her face in there too. They just love her so much. And so anyway, that's what I'm scrapbooking today. And I've actually scrapbooked this for Aiden and Tegan, so this will be Alex's. And Aiden's I did on one of those papers that I made from scraps. In fact, I can show it to you because I actually have it out here. This is Aiden's. And so I made it with this paper that I made out of scraps, which I love that. Okay. So let's see. And this is actually a piece I cut out of another one, and so I'm going to use it the size that it is, which is almost an 8.5, but not quite. So I need about 1 3/4 on each side, roughly. 1 3/4. I'm gonna, do I have a pencil here still? Yep, okay. I'm gonna mark it. And I'm gonna mark it about right here, it looks like. I think that's correct. And then I'm going to mark it this way. Okay. Now if I can get it put in that place, I can still see it. Okay. So I'm going to line it up with that. And then I'll run the ruler underneath it again to make sure that it's straight, which you know is never a guarantee for me because sometimes I'll just make the ruler crooked to make the papers just look straight. It's so funny how I just push it over. Okay. So I've got that there. I'm going to take these tickets and I cut them in half because I'm just going to run it underneath the paper, and I trimmed this off, but it's like I trimmed it so close my cutter just folded it over. So I'm just taking this off. I thought I did it, but it's like my room is kind of dark. When I get a desk in there and start scrapbooking in there, hopefully I'll get a better lighting. Okay. So I'm going to tuck part of it in at the top and then tuck part of it at the bottom. And I'm just going to make sure that's straight too. Okay, so I think that looks good there. And then I'm gonna do the same down at the bottom. And I'm not even gonna care if it's lined up this way because it's supposed to look like a whole nother row of tickets. Even though it's only half a row because I cut it in half. Okay, and it looks like I got it straight right away. Okay. And then let's see, I think I can put these down and I'm gonna just kind of zigzag them. And let's see, I'm putting them in the order that they happened. So first the twins are by themselves, and I'm just gonna pull it in at the very edge. Of that paper. And let's see, I'm gonna be putting this here, and so I do not want this to overlap that. And I'm putting this close to it, but not so much that his feet are covered up, because you know those feet are so much bigger now, so it's like I just like to see every little tiny part of them. Grandmas. They're little for such a short time. So I think this was 2020. So probably right before they moved back here. Okay, and this one I'm tucking underneath so that, again, I'm not covering anybody up. I'd rather cover up a little bit of the window or the house. Okay, and again, I'm just leaving a very little edge. I think that's good. Let's see, I have a tag here. No, I don't. Okay, well, I'll get that in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna put the title right here, and I'll let it hang below, the Y hang below the title. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Actually, I'll pause it and then I'll go get my tag that I left. Okay, I've got the title on and it says today. And these letters are from Hobby Lobby, and I'll tell you, they just don't have enough E's. Never. Okay, so I went and got my tag, and I've got some blue twine, and I'm gonna do a bow, just like I did yesterday. Oh no, I have too many thumbs again. Okay, there we go. Okay, and let me see, I gotta get my fabric scissors. I got them out today. Okay, oh, I thought I put some glue underneath there. I didn't yet, because I'm gonna probably overlap this. I like things touching because I really love collage, so I do that often. Okay, and I'm gonna center this right underneath this photo. Ah, look at that. It looks so gorgeous like that. I almost want to just use that. Oops. Oh, and I did it. I actually just taped it right over the part where I wanted to use. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go with it. Because I'm going to collage stuff over it anyway. I guess I talked myself right into it. Okay, so I'm going to take this cluster of roses and just let it overlap this picture, but I don't want to cover up her foot because she's, I took this picture, I took this picture and this picture she thinks she's done. Okay, let me see here. It's got flowers on the other side too. It's like, okay, which side did I actually cut the flowers from? This side. So I'm gonna put that right there. And then I have this, I think it's a hydrangea, but it's peach. I don't know. I don't know enough about flowers to know. And I'm just going to tuck that in because I want my cluster to be just a little bit bigger. And then I have this little metal piece. It looks like a rooster on a shield. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to put it right on this tag, overlapping the tag and overlapping the paper. And then I have a key, and I'm going to put some glue on that too. And put it overlapping the tag and a little bit of the flowers. And then I have a butterfly, and now that I put this other, do I want this here? I gotta decide where I want it now that I've changed up the flowers. Do I want it going that way or just straight? I think I'm gonna put it straight. Okay, I put dimensional underneath the wings, and I'm gonna put glue underneath the body. And I say this every time in case there's somebody new watching and thinking, what is she doing? If you put the body down first, then it will stay up like this. Okay. And then I have this piece here, and this is cut from the cards. Every time I turned over, I think, oh, that's so pretty. This is cut from the cards, and it's the side, and I just did it again. I can't be trusted today. I put the side up that I want, and it's like, just go ahead and glue it, Terry. No, don't do that. Okay. This, I want the lace side showing. Okay, and I want the words right side up. I'm just putting the tape right over the really pretty stuff, but it doesn't matter. I love this. Sometimes they have frames, the papers do, and sometimes they have different things, like this one has the lace this time. And I really love that. Okay, and I've got this here, and I'm gonna let it overlap the picture, maybe about like that. Okay, and then I got this door knocker. Yep. I'm thinking, which way does it go? This way's up. Okay. And I'm gonna center that. that looks like the center there. Okay. And then I have another butterfly that I've done the dimensionals also. All these embellishments are so beautiful. And again, I'm gonna push the butterfly's body down and let the wings come down after I assume that it's dry. And it's overlapping the door knocker and the flowers and the lace. Okay, now I have some hinges. And I'm going to put a hinge right down here because this piece that you can see, like there's a brocade on it, and like paint is coming off it, and it's actually wood, or you know, it looks like wood. So I'm going to put hinges on it like it's a giant door. And so I've got a hinge at the bottom, and I'm putting a hinge on the top. I just thought it was a fun element. Okay, now I know I have one more screw here. Where did it go? Missing. Okay, I'll have to find another one. Okay, there we go. I know it's here someplace. I probably knocked it on the floor. So I thought it'd just be fun to use these different things. So I'm gonna put a Phillips screw right there. Oh, I squeezed a little too much glue, I guess. And one up here. And they look all rusty. And I know my grandkids will go, what is that? It's like, oh, it's something I got to play with. Okay, and this is so funny because I'm actually doing the layout backwards from the way that I initially laid it out. I started with the clock first. Okay. So now I'm putting down the clock. And I always make sure I got it upright. And let's see, how far do I want it over? Maybe about there. Down a little bit more, I think, like that. Okay. And then I have the light bulbs. And I should have 3. Okay. But I'm also adding flowers again. And let's see, I'm trying to remember how I put them. Because I have a picture, but I can hardly tell. Okay, I think like this. And then I'm going to tuck this one here. Okay, that I should be able to do that. Think about there. I don't want the flower to run off the page, so I think about there is good. And I'm just adding the peachy color flowers to make it a little bigger and to pull the peach from this square from the middle. Okay, and then I'm gonna put these down next. Let's see, I'm gonna put this one flat. I might not put these up on dimensionals. Well, maybe just the biggest one. Okay, right there. And this one over here. And then I'm going to put this one up on dimensionals. these in half. And one more of them in half. Because the large one will look like it's the closest. So I'm putting that up on dimensionals. Just down a little bit further. Okay. And then I'm going to use this string like yesterday, except for this string is a little bit different. I thought it was exactly the same, but it's a little more tinsel-like. Okay, I also have another butterfly. So I'll go ahead and put that down first. And then I'll pause it to put down my strings. Okay. Now I'm going to pause it, put down those strings, and I'll be right back. If you want to see me do the strings, I did show it yesterday. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I put some of that string or thread, not sure what this one is called, and that one I'm going to have to cut off a little bit of that. And I'm just holding it this side down with washi. And I've glued this just right there at the top of the light bulbs. Okay, and then I have these, they're kind of like an orange enamel dot, but it's clear, so they look like water droplets. Yesterday I used peach, today I have orange because I need to get enamel dots. So I'm going to put one down here and another little one over here. I need to spread them out because I don't have too many. Okay, so I'm going to do two every place, and whatever I have extra, I'm just going to use it. Okay, and one here. This is kind of my biggest cluster. Well, I guess I have a couple that are pretty big. Okay, so I'm gonna put 3 in this one. I want that one a little closer to the butterfly. About like that. One here, if I can get it off my fingernail. Okay. And where do I want the other one? I think I'm going to put one over here. Oh, and I did find that other little screw top. Okay, so that's it. I will have close-ups at the end, and I will see you tomorrow with something else. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, I almost forgot to say, make sure you go check out everybody else who's doing the collection obsession. In the drop-down menu, it has all the links to everybody else who's doing it. We all use a different kit and get 4 layouts from it. It's super fun. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.